Hello, Gary Crowley here with DoItYourselfJointPainRelief.com. We are on step 2 of Sacroiliac joint pain relief, and in the first video we released your vastus lateralis, your IT band, and your tensor fasciae lata, which can all be kind of basically yanking on that SI joint in one way or another. In this video we're going to release your iliacus muscle that coats the inside of your pelvic bone, and your psoas muscle that runs down the front side, each side of your spine. Your psoas is the filet mignon in a cow. It's a big round rope. And your iliacus or your psoas being inappropriately tight can sometimes, especially your iliacus, can really negatively affect that SI joint. So what we're going to do, the good news is we get to lay down to do this one. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit if I can, so you can see a little better. And basically what I'm going to do here is the muscle that I'm working on, here's the top of my ilium when I'm laying down here, that bone. You're going to come in about, an inch, half inch, and press into your stomach tissue, but then kind of press back toward that hip bone. And I'm at about a 45-degree angle. And then I'm going to take this other hand and apply the pressure at that angle so that my other hand can do the fine work. So there's that hip bone right there. I'm going to come in from there, and then I'm going to press back toward it into the muscle tissue. So I'm down. Now I'm below that top of my hip bone. I'm probably into the tissue about an inch or so at least, and I'm pressing back in, and there's that iliacus muscle. And it's basically the front of your SI joint. So this can just be a magic bullet for get rid of your pain. And so you do this a little bit. Any tender spots, you're going to do press, hold, move. Press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. It tends to work the best on this. And then if you cross your leg, it opens that joint up in a little different way. You can get some other stuff. And again, take your time, be gentle, but you're pressing in there. I'm pressing in like this. I'm pressing, pulling, releasing, pressing, pulling, releasing, pressing, pulling, releasing. Then I go to do the other side. I take my hand, I press in. Again, I'm pressing. The power is coming from this hand. I'm pressing in there, and then I get to do my little press, pull, release with these fingertips. So power comes from here. This does the little press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. Now this one's actually a little bit, my left one, I think probably from sitting on my computer too much, is a little tight. But they do let go pretty easily if you get in there. And again, I'm pressing back into the bone, not down into my intestines. So it's almost like I press down into the tissue in my belly and then go back towards my ilium, my hip bone. And that actually lets go nicely. When I cross that leg, it opens it up a little bit. And this allows me to almost get at it a little differently. It's not as easy. But so there's that. There's my iliacus release. And now your psoas is basically runs down both sides of your spine and hooks into your basically your femur. It's the big rope, big filet mignon on a cow. And so we're going to lay on our backs, and we're going to get in here and basically just do press, pull, release, and press, hold, move on that muscle. So basically, press your finger, and I'm going to do that same move with this hand being the power hand, this being the fine motor movement hand. So go down on one side. I'll pick my right side and press onto your pubic bone, then come back toward your head about an inch. And then press, I'm on just to the side of my midline. And if you press in there, you'll feel, gently press in there, you're going to be pressing through a little bit of intestine. But, and then what you want to do is you want to tuck your tailbone a little bit. So I found a tender spot, and then I just tuck my tailbone by pressing into my feet a little bit. You don't want to use your abdominals or you push yourself out. But again, I'm like this, and then I'm tucking my tailbone I'm almost pushing into that tight spot in my psoas. And there it goes. it's a very aware muscle. There's a lot of innervation in here, and it just let go, like that, just let go. And again, this hand's doing most of the heavy lifting, and this hand is just doing a little bit of press, pull, release, or just holding it nice and steady when I tilt my pelvis. So press, pull, release, or press, hold, move. And then you can just come up, and if you're after your SI joint, you probably only need to do, maybe even up to your belly button. Make sure it's not too tight. But it is the front of your back, so any back issues you ever have, a lot of times your psoas will be tight. And then I just go do the other side. Press down to my pubic bone using my left hand, and my right hand is, so I'm on my left of my midline. I got my left hand. I'm on my pubic bone, came back about an inch, now I'm pressing in there. And again, like my left iliacus was a little tight, my left psoas is actually a little tight. My right one wasn't. So now I'm just basically pushing into my feet to get my tailbone to rock back and forth without using my abs. And there it goes. And again, take your time. This is it's a sensitive area, so you don't want to just press in there as hard as you can without feeling around. But you'll know. I'm just pressing in there like that, gently but firmly. And again, if you only want to do it as much as you can relax into. There it goes. So that just lets go. There you go. And that is there it goes. Let me get one more while I'm here. There we go. Okay, so we released your iliacus muscle on the inside of this pelvic bone. So right in there where it wraps in your psoas on both sides. And again, basically your SI joint pain could be completely gone, especially from doing that iliacus muscle, because that's a pretty big player. Your step one, vastus lateralis, would be my favorite. Then your iliacus would be my second favorite if I could only do one or two things to get rid of your SI joint pain. So play with that, take your time, and I will see you at step 3. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.